We are The Table, and we're so glad that you have taken time out of your week to join us. Welcome to our segment, In 5, where it is our hope that we will guide you forward in life and faith in the next 5 minutes. If you would like to take this conversation deeper and discover from a faith perspective, head on over to thetablejoliet.org.
Hi friends, welcome to episode 10 of In 5, where our goal is to lead you forward in life and in faith in less than 5 minutes. Our whole goal behind this series or behind this message is to guide you forward and to help you become a better leader in life. And so we are going to start a new series entitled, Can't We All Just Get Along? That's right. Can't we all just get along? And I'm sure you're sitting there saying, Brad, have you been with us the last year? We don't even need to answer the question. We don't even need to talk about it because we know the answer. Just look around. We know that people can't get along. When you start thinking about all the complications in terms of society and politics and you know what I'm talking about, right? We struggle to get along. And so we thought it would be really good to talk about how do we become better leaders during this time in the relationships that we hold with other people. So I want to talk about this for a minute. This is kind of an introduction to the series because this is one of the most important parts to the entire series. If we can't get this right, we may not get anything right. So let's talk about this. We want you to be wise in the relationships that you have. We believe that wisdom takes you further in life than being smart. And I love this because a lot of times we associate wisdom with people who are intelligent. We associate wisdom with people who are really smart. It's what they know. But here's what I like to think, that wisdom is about how willing you are to work for it. That's right. Wisdom is not about how smart you are. It's not about what you know or how much you've studied or what degree you hold. Wisdom is actually about how willing you are to work for it. And here's why. I want to go back to some ancient wisdom, and when we look at the word wisdom in the Greek language, we will find that the word is translated Sophia. And this is where we get the word philosophy, or philo meaning love, and Sophia meaning wisdom, like love of wisdom, right? And so we often, again, think that's about knowledge, but the meaning can also, it's kind of nuanced, right? Wisdom can also mean skill. I love that because that has a different point of view, right? Skill is something that, I like to say this, is developed, not inherited. Skill is something that is developed, not inherited. And that's why I ask you, are you willing to work for it? Think about it this way. You find somebody who's a great musician, right? Maybe they're in the Chicago Symphony, or maybe they're just an exceptional cellist. I don't know what they're doing, but here's the truth. They don't get where they are simply because they have great talent. When you think about somebody who's a professional musician, it has been years and years and years in the making of working for it, practicing, perfecting it, right? It takes a lot of work to get where they are. And so it is a skill that has been developed over time, but it's not something that they were born with. They may have natural talent, but that is different than skill. And so when it comes to our relationships over the course of this next series, we want to talk about what does this look like for us to develop and to work at wisdom in our relationships. Listen, if you're not interested in working, you will have terrible relationships. Some of us have terrible relationships because we don't want to work for it. And I'll just say this, it is hard work. It's difficult work. It's painful work. It requires us to do things that are outside our comfort zone. And so, can I just leave you with this morning and only this? And this is the question that I want you to ask as we dive into this whole series on being a leader in terms of wise relationships. And that's this. Am I willing to work for it? Am I willing to work for wisdom in my relationships? Because wisdom is a skill that is developed, not inherited. All right, hey, I hope this is good for you. I think we're under our time. We'll see you next week where we're going to be talking about how do we correct other people? How do we correct other people when we are right and they are wrong? We'll see you next week.